We'll begin with Jacob.
Thank you, Andrew. Good afternoon, Laura. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us. So this is your first match against Sam as opposing head coach tomorrow. I was just wondering what your thoughts are going into the match tomorrow.
Yeah, excited to see him. I haven't seen him for a while. And yeah, I mean, his team's had a good start. I think they've been solid, so it's going to be a difficult opponent for us, and we've got to be prepared to come out and try and dominate a game. But yeah, excited to see him.
I was just curious if you've had any sort of banter with Sam leading up to tomorrow's match in terms of the coaches group chat, just for a little bit of fun.
No, there's no coaches group chats anymore.
And then looking at Houston, they also have some attacking threats that get to really find the back of the net. I was just curious to what sort of things are you and the team working on to try and keep it that way, so at least they don't start to kind of make their marks against you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we just have to be good on both sides of the ball. I think the last couple of games we've been not as dominant as we would like to be on certain aspects of the game. So I think tomorrow is a chance for us to put that right. Obviously a clean sheet against Angel City was great, but we weren't great going forward. And then obviously in Louisville we conceded goals, which we always struggle when we do that. We want to try and nullify that as much as we can. So I think we've identified some things that we think we can do to try and expose some of the things that Houston try and do. But I think for us we've just got to try and get the basics of who we are and how we defend and how we play right, and stamp our authority on the game.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Laura.
Thanks, Jacob. And then Bella, go ahead.
Hey, Laura. You mentioned after Wednesday's game that you guys hadn't really had time to properly train. So I'm wondering sort of what your process has been to get the team ready for this game third in the week without being able to have proper training sessions.
Yeah, we do a lot of film activity, we do a lot of walk-through stuff that doesn't take a lot of physical load through the players. And we got a good match day -1 training session in today, so I think we've had enough time to review Angel City to do game plan for Houston. And we just don't have enough time to really execute in training the things that we think are going to work against Houston. So we have to sort of game plan within the game a little bit and see how things go. But we're used to it now, sort of on a roll with it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bella. Are there any other questions? Steven, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. I wanted to ask, just kind of to follow up on that generally, how's the fitness of the team doing with the short turnarounds? And it didn't look like anyone picked up a knock on Wednesday, but obviously things can come up as you kind of assess players after the game.
Yeah, everyone came out of Wednesday okay, which is obviously positive.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steven. And then Bella, you can go ahead again.
Yeah, that actually reminded me. I was wondering, I haven't checked in on Phoebe McClernand in a while. She's been out for quite a while with the back injury. Do you have any idea when she might, how she's doing when she might be back?
No update really. I think it's an injury that's a tough one to really get a return to play on right now. I think we're doing a little bit more investigating around it, but yeah, no defined date right now.
And anything on Angelina? I know she had been getting into training recently.
Yeah, she's just coming through the ACL recovery return to play process, but she's back training with the team now. She's allowed to do contact, but you have to do that for a while before you can even consider doing games. So she's probably, I don't want to put a date on it, but we're a while until you'll see Angelina on the field.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Bella. And it looks like that's it for questions. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Laura.